Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Expeditions. It's episode number 10. Last time out, we finished our first hard quest, and it was mostly about distance that set us up for that. So, Grand Canyon, we're roughly halfway done with Grand Canyon, but the Sonoran Desert, Wahip Bay, or Wahweap Bay, are yet to be unexplored, or yet to be explored. But with the first task now in Coconino complete, we now have a regular difficulty task that's available on that mini map because we have unlocked a launch point, a headquarters from there. So we have a normal difficulty, urgent repair. We need an operator. We have good payment, 18K. Bridge construction will be a part of this, apparently. 4,000 is the overall distance we're going to have to cover, so it's pretty lengthy. I think we might need more than one vehicle to get this job done, especially for the bridge repair part. If we take a couple vehicles to the bridge, assuming the bridge is the crossover point over this lake, if that is the point, then we're looking at it being an early stage component. But hold on, let's read the description, see if it tells me more. Urgent repair. Observation towers are essential for keeping disasters at bay, but for all they do for us, well, we must also take care of them. First things first, what condition are they in? That's for you to find out. Bring us back some photos, and we can assess how much degradation they've suffered out there in the photos. It's pretty easy. So we're looking at, I think, 2 simple vehicles to use for this one to take care of this job and be able to cover the distance, split it up a little bit, allow us to construct that bridge. Yeah. Bonuses. Avoid truck recovery, take less than 200 damage, recognize 3 unknown points on the map. Seems to always be there, and it seems more of a possibility this time. If we're going to cover a good distance on a new map, I think uncovering some new points, especially 3 instead of 5, seems a lot more doable. Sashida we need again. She helps us with the drone. We did a lot of the upgrades already on the Coconino Canyon last time, but one thing we didn't do was upgrade the fenders, so we'll get some reinforced fenders on. A reinforced bumper with a spare wheel seems an obvious thing to do for the rear. And adding 6 slots with a roof rack, this is a whole big series of no-brainers to take. So it turns out filling slots, I don't know how much of this is something we're going to get back on a regular basis, right? The vehicle upgrades are there, but how much of this stays put? We have 10 resource slots. There are things that we can go out and get, and I think that's what the important thing is regarding modules. I think modules can supply us this stuff as we go to set off, and I think that's the key. Fuel, spare parts are available to us. Yeah, we are ready to head out. Our 2 vehicles for today, the Lodestar and the Coconino Canyon. I'm going to use the Lodestar for the first element of this. 2 things I'm going to do is, one, I'm still not fully sure on how tasks work, but I think if we unlock these objectives and get into them, we don't have to stay with them. We can kind of see what they entail, and maybe we can finish one of these, especially with a vehicle like the Lodestar. Seems a pretty doable stretch, so we can definitely get to that one, while also completing the very first phase of the actual expedition that we're out on, which is going to be right in that location. I think from there you can kind of turn around and come back. There's going to be another task right over here. Now, until I have some sort of lift kit for the Lodestar, I don't trust it. I don't trust it as a primary vehicle when this rock glitch continues to exist. This thing gets around so easy otherwise, until the moment it's got a rock stuck underneath it. And when it's happened what, 4 out of the last 5 times in a row. It's clearly a regular issue to have, and I think a lift kit will largely remove that issue. But this vehicle is certainly looks like we're totally off the ground. As in 100% of the vehicle is off the ground. Front's not touching. As difficult as that may have been, it's exactly why I wanted to bring the Lodestar for it. The Lodestar is wasting its own fuel to take care of the first stage of the main expedition and potentially do all of this other side expedition. But let's go ahead and scan now. Alright, so that is that first stage complete. The second tower is way over on the opposite side of the map. And that is very much why we wanted to head out in the Lodestar first. So in the short term, I'm going to turn around and work on this photo hunting task here briefly. We have a very long journey ahead of us for this one. We're going to take the Coconino Canyon. Let's get started. With a couple of bumper upgrades, should help cut down on damage. Everything else is already looking really good on this vehicle. For now, this is definitely our top asset. Until we have better upgrade options for others. I guess it would help if we turned on the all-wheel drive, and yes, it certainly did. Made it rather easy once we turned that on. Okay, that is not as easy as I thought it would be. Oh, okay. We're not going up. Now, considering we got this all the way from the other map to this location, I know we'll have enough fuel to complete this task and get to the second tower. I have some anchors with me in case we roll over. So far so good, and we have reached the ford. We've already been over this the other way. The ford itself wasn't bad, it was getting up and out of it. We just happened to pick the wrong direction last time. But I think we're going to have a very easy time getting across here this time. And sure enough, we've had exactly that. Forgot that there was a second piece to this ford. And dawn approaches. That's fantastic. It's going to be a lot easier to see from now on. We have an airdrop here on the way. We might as well collect the goods. Last time we went kind of the opposite direction around. This water on our right. But I think we're coming into the same spot where we were, where we had a heck of a time trying to get up. Well, actually we came down last time. This could be a challenge trying to go up. Well, hello, hello, hello. We're gonna cut across instead. Go that way. Seems a much easier route. I'll have to reset my markers here shortly, but for now, very easy, and I know exactly where I'm going, so besides dancing between the trees, this is a very easy route. And there you go, this brings us up to that opposite side in a much easier fashion than it would have been. And once we get up to here, I think I might just have to, I think I still know where I'm going for now, for the short term. Yes, we are going exactly where I'm intending on being. Just found a shorter, easier path. There's another airdrop down there. Suppose if we look at binoculars, that might count for something. There's our destination up ahead, by the way. Can undo the markers, but we are well past halfway. Seeing the world disappearing in front of our eyes is not helping. Have a few issues on this map loading things up as we go along. And that makes me a little nervous about driving into blackness and maybe falling through the world. Plenty of games have issues with that, and we've certainly encountered one bug many times already. I really don't want to encounter that type. Well, there's a third thing. It's a new climb discovered. So we have officially unlocked 3 new map things. So we should have that $1,000 bonus today. As we easily make our way towards the, what I believe is the final piece of this expedition, but we won't know for sure until we complete it. For all I know, there's a 3rd tower. And another new climb. That's 4. Love how easy this traverses the rocks, though, of this area. We're going to have to find an alternative route, as this route is definitely blocked, but we got up and over this last time, right? Okay, we still have a good amount of distance to travel. It's definitely not what we did from the beginning. I do like that we saved that little bit of fuel on that first run. This is a ways to go. Assuming this is our last stage. So we're going to go ahead and back right on up. Our gate into the map is just over there to the right. So we've definitely been in and through this area before. Another task here on the golden path. That's actually not even the first marker for that one, so we would have or could have collected some of the points regarding that one. Moving through here for now. We've already done the longest part of our journey and we're just now at half a tank. But that avalanche task is definitely an obstacle that we're going to have to navigate and clear, but we already found the alternative way around last time. Going this way. There is a point up here that is pretty challenging. If I remember correctly, here was the challenging part, the rocks, but we got up, we got out of it. That tree on top ends up being a big help to us. We've already kind of found the way to get up and over all of this. Start here and switch to the right. May have to lower the pressure, but there's the winch. Pull over and then get yourself, no, we don't want to go up. There we go. So left end of the bumper is just kind of pulling us forward to it. Right end of the bumper will help get us the direction we need to go here. Let's go and lower the tire pressure for a little bit. There we go. Now we're pointed the right direction. At least a bit anyway. I think that might have actually even been slightly harder than it was last time, even though last time we were figuring it out on the fly. This time, knowing what we were doing, still didn't have the easiest of time with it, but it wasn't terribly difficult to get up and over that. Just in case. No, good. Alright. Like last time when we went that direction, see the tower up ahead, that was the first tower. And ultimately where we finished the first quest into this map. This time, we are now diverted off the path, going the opposite direction. Into new territory. And pretty dang close to done. Fuel's a bit low, but we still have some spare fuel. So, not too concerned, except for this new discovery. I do see a path to the right, and it looks like we're going to have to now we need to get up there. Well, let's avoid the water. Left and then right. Bit of camber with this one, but hit the gap first. Little bump, little rock. Oh, again, it's pushing me. There's a rock right there. Well, it shouldn't just be that rock. I just couldn't get turned the way I wanted to turn. That's the closest in a while we've been to tipping. Yeah, it was kind of close, not too close, but. There we go. Just gonna go around to the left, but this looks easy enough right here. Imagine trying to do this in the dawn. That thing is such a weak vehicle. We started with it, we played with it a little bit, we had it pay itself off early, soon enough. It's got some upgrades. but... Oh, right. Explore the area. Explore the area. So, we're going to park it. Fuel's low, but we didn't run out or have to use the spare. And we have the drone. Discovered the main thing with this, even though bad signal is continually being said here. Don't let the distance get beyond 100. That's all there is to it. Okay. I've kind of ignored the middle so far. Will it count? Will it add the middle? Apparently not. I'm going to have to figure out what the other 25% is that it still needs. That was my big circle. Didn't cover the whole circle. Now I think I can push over and get this part, but we're going to have to drive around to the back a little bit to get the rest. So we'll hop back in the drone and get this back edge. Okay, we did get to 83, and yes, that did get us a lot more of that edge. We're just going to have to drive further back, so we'll go this way to about there, and that should be able to get us most, if not the rest. %. There it is. Oh man, we got a third tower. And we need that spare fuel. And it's up ahead, so we've at least gone the general direction so far that we need to go for it, but we kind of went around the backside, didn't we? Not too much further now. Fuel quite low. Let's go ahead and deal with that before we move on. 30 spare gallons. That has been our best investment so far, for sure. Alright, nothing too difficult with this terrain, though not the easiest. Definitely could flip it, but it's easy to get up and over. It's just enough rocks, enough height differences that you could make a mistake through there. So far, so good on this one. Okay, here's the up. And I kind of figured this looks like the easiest spot to go up, right about here. The rocks to get over, a little slippery, but easy enough. I was thinking to the left looked better, however, second thought, looks like there's a bit of a deep cut in there that you don't want to mess with, so we'll go around. Amazed we have not seen any upgrades on our way through this journey. At this point, I would take a slight detour for an upgrade. We've got a third of a tank, plenty, when the presumably final tower is just right there. Okay, this is our best chance at a roll. And actually, I'm thinking. That I wanted to go this way. Absolutely get ourselves out of this. There. Okay, we're turned. See, I was looking at this going, this is so rocky. We're taking damage. We were going to have problems. And I saw that this shelf right here, look how close it is. Seemed like an easy way to go, but going over to that opposite side ended up more difficult than I thought. We are on low tire pressure right now, but we've got a little bit of a climb here. I think I would have been fine without. Stage complete. Gotta get the photo. Gotta get up higher. A couple ways to go to get up here, but let's go ahead and take this route. Now that just twisted us around the other way, though. Don't want to go back down off that ledge, but we are pointed the wrong direction. There. There she goes. We gotta get above this one, huh? It's going around this backside. Like, where's the hidden upgrade up here? There should very much be a hidden upgrade right up here somewhere. Expedition complete. Recognize at least 3 unknown points on the map. Right. As if we didn't do that 6 times. 18,600. We still get at least 1,000 bonus, but I don't understand that one at all. Like, you should have some sort of recognition system where you're telling us that we are finding unknown points on the map, like you did for me 6 times with all the climbs and the airdrops. I go over all those tasks that I already knew about, but I don't know. Maybe you should tell us, because it seems like you told me half a dozen different times. It would be nice if it would specify. But whatever the case may be, we're up to nearly 80,000. At some point here, we're going to want to look at some vehicles. But we do come back with a dinosaur femur, additional anchors, and we are going to go ahead and go to headquarters. That's long enough for this one. That's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.